Okay, so dear current and past members of AIESEC SFU, I, Alex Dewey, stand here in front of you as the sole LCP candidate for AIESEC SFU. First, I just want to start off a little bit about myself because some of you just know me as the Vice President of Communications or the guy that's always in the AIESEC office. So first off, I'm a fifth-year student, and I'm doing a joint major in Computing Science and Business Administration. If you asked me what I was doing 5 years ago, I would have said engineering, because that's what I originally registered in. Basically, I thought engineering was the thing for me because I love to build things when I was little, but then after the first semester and taking 6 courses, I decided that wasn't the thing that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So the year after that, I kind of just experimented with computing science and business classes, and that's why I ended up doing the joint major that I'm doing right now. Essentially, my first 2 years in university involved me just going to class and just working in my part-time job at McDonald's, which I still currently work as an assistant manager. And it was basically my 3rd year when I decided to actually get involved. So in the summer of 2008 was when I did not join AIESEC yet, but I became an orientation leader, and I led 18 first-year computing science students around campus and was basically their mentor for a semester. And because of this volunteer position, it made me realize how much I actually missed being involved, because in high school I was actively involved in clubs and stuff, but then I wanted to focus more on school and university because I thought, I'm paying for my own tuition, I need to do well. So if I could actually go back in time and talk to my 17-year-old self, I would tell him 2 things. 1, don't go into engineering or computing science. You're going to regret it. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And 2, get involved earlier. So I commend all the first and second-year students in this room right now because you were brave and smart enough to actually get involved and join early. And maybe when you're in your 3rd or 4th year, not your 5th year, you would be standing here giving your LCP speech. So basically, during my time as an orientation leader, my friend Teresa Lee, who was Vice President of Communications at that time, was already part of AIESEC, and I would occasionally come to the AIESEC office to come visit her. And because of that, I kind of got a gist of what AIESEC was before I actually joined, but I never actually saw the full picture. So it was finally in February 2009 when she eventually recruited me because she needed someone that actually knew HTML and CSS to send out the What's Happening guide, the weekly mailer for some of you who don't know and should be receiving it and reading it. It was basically a tedious weekly task that involved getting the vice presidents at that time to send their blurbs to me on time. Currently, that's still an issue with the current ED. But this time, I'm not compiling it, Iris is. So as the guy who sent out this What's Happening guide, it basically made me learn more about AIESEC because it forced me to read all the blurbs and figure out what each portfolio was actually doing and how they actually functioned. Then after that was turnover for the executive board. So basically a new VP Comm took over and he decided to restructure communications. This gave me the opportunity to lead a team, information systems, and the other 2 teams were awareness and journalism. My experience at McDonald's taught me some leadership skills, but this was totally a new ball game because at McDonald's, people get paid to work, and that was their motivation. You guys here, you're all volunteer, and you're dedicating your time to learn something. So being on this information systems team kind of got me thinking, like, how can I motivate people without giving them monetary value? Because I don't have that. And I don't have a free ice cream machine either. Free ice cream. So that was something that I had to tailor myself to and basically developed my leadership skills and expanded that. Basically, last fall was the moment in my AIESEC career where I saw how much more I could grow and learn. And it was at Western Regional Conference 2009, where I met so many people and learned more about AIESEC. And that was a big motivator. And it was a bonus that we actually won the Spirit Tag at the same time. I was already doing a double role because I was actually on the organizing committee for Coastal Conference 2010 as VP Communications. And due to this conference, WRC 2009, it was the reason why I wanted to become VP Communications. I saw the potential that communications had and how it wasn't really functioning when I was in it. I'll talk about that more later, but back to my experience on the organizing committee. I think that this is probably one of my best AIESEC memories. If you ever have the chance to be on an organizing committee, you should just do it. Don't even think about hesitating, just do it. Because even though it's a small amount of time frame, you actually learn a lot, and you get closer to all the people on your organizing committee, and you are all trying to work so hard and trying to form some event for other people, and seeing the results of that and getting the positive feedback is just worth it. So if you're thinking I'm crazy for doing so much, because at that time I was Information Systems Team Leader, I was VP Communications Elect, and I was also on the organizing committee. I won't deny that I am a bit crazy. I just like being busy. That is who I am in nature. And to add on to the craziness, I was actually doing a co-op work term during that time period. Yeah. If I would do that again, I wouldn't suggest it to myself. It's another time travel story. So basically, after Coastal is when I finally took action with SFU's communication portfolio. So one of the reasons why I became VPCom was to restructure it. Having the 3-team system that was implemented a year ago wasn't really working. It was because of the size of the portfolio. It went from 12 members that weren't really active to 5 active members. And you couldn't really have 3 teams amongst 5 members. It didn't make any sense. So I started off restructuring the portfolio and making it more functionally efficient by contacting other VPCom from Edmonton and I think from UBC, no, not from UBC, from somewhere else I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, since their realities differed, I had to adjust it to our reality. So basically, once that was finally established, it was getting the members to actually do the work. So what I got them to do was helping them decide what our goals for the semester should be. By getting them involved in this process, that made them accountable for the goals because they actually had a say in it. And they were going to be the ones that were going to produce the results. So for all the communications work that has been recognized so far, I can't take full credit for it. It's all my members that were willing to do the work and listen to me and put in the effort to show that communications is an actual portfolio and that we should be out there. Basically, I was the one that gave them that little push because I saw the potential in them. And I saw that they could do so much more, and that's why I'm really proud of the communication portfolio, and I'm kind of really shaking right now because it's making me want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. So also in my term, I've been working hard with the social media. So instead of being the person sending out the What's Happening guide, I'm the person behind the Twitter and Facebook fan page account. Because of this and our media presence, our social media, SFU's homepage is actually the #1 viewed local committee website across Canada. And hopefully, communications portfolio will continue to excel after my term ends. Now, I'm here because I applied to become the next LCP for a mixture of reasons. Being part of the current executive board, I feel an obligation not to let our work go to waste. There's just so much potential in this local right now, and if there's no one to lead them, I don't want to see that crash and burn. I don't want all of you to feel like you guys couldn't lead because you do have the potential to lead, you just can't do it right now. And I don't want this local to die. I really care about this local. Another reason why I'm running to be LCP is because I want to prove to AIESEC Canada that SFU is a force to be reckoned with. For those aware of the Not a Campaign campaign, TNAC, SFU right now is currently ranked in League B, which is the 2nd lowest rank in Canada, whereas UBC is ranked in League D, which is the 2nd highest. And we are under the same circumstances as them, so why aren't we achieving to do the same as them? Basically, since my time is running up, I wanted to say that in my time as LCP, I want to make sure that we are striving to be the best that we can be. We have the potential, we have the resources, and we have the people. So why can't we prove that? Is that okay?